Hello everyone, in this video we will start session 2 of the number 1 bestseller Normal US. So let's get started. In the last video we completed session 1. In today's video we will begin with session 2 in which we will learn origins and related words. Every word in the English language has a history and these 10 are no exception. These 10 means the word we learned in lesson 1, session 1 that were egoist, egotist, altruist, introvert, extrovert, ambivert, those 10 words. In this section, we will learn a good deal more about the words we have been working with. In addition, we will make excursions into many other words allied either in meaning, form, history to these basic 10, okay? What is the meaning of excursions here? Excursion means short trip or short journey just for fun that people take is known as excursion. So we will have a journey through words. First is the ego. Egoist and egotist are built on the same Latin root, the pronoun ego, which means I. I is the greatest concern in the egotist's mind, the most overused word in the egotist's vocabulary. So this sentence just makes it clear I is the greatest concern in the egotist's mind, the most overused word in the egotist's vocabulary. So this sentence makes the difference very clear between egoist and egotist. Hope you keep in mind. Ego itself has been taken over from Latin as an important English word and is commonly used to denote one's concept of oneself. Means one's concept of oneself. You can keep it as a keyword in your mind. One's concept of oneself is basically a person who's in whose mind everything is just about himself. So one's concept of himself means something like this. If you are egocentric, here's a new word. You consider yourself the center of the universe. You are an extreme form of the egoist. So if I give you a hint to what is the extreme form of egoist? So answer will be egocentric. Egocentric is one who considers himself the center of the universe. Means he should always be paid attention. No other people should be the center. He should be always talked about and he should be always be kept to attention. And next word is egomaniac right here. We carry egoism to such an extreme that our needs, desires, and interests have become a morbid obsession, a mania. Mania means morbid obsession, and egomaniac is a person who is obsessed with oneself. And your needs, desires, and interests have become so extreme that they are only related to you, not any other person instead of you. So now let's see the temperament of these people. The egoist and egotist is obnoxious, the egocentric is intolerable, and the egomaniac is dangerous and slightly mad. So here we are seeing the temperament of these people. So obnoxious basically means people whose temperament are unpleasant. They mostly offend other people. Egocentric is intolerable. As we know, egocentric is a person who wants to be in the center, who always wants to be attention seeking. So if any other person is being given attention, he will not feel bad and it may cause trouble, chaos. So it's intolerable. And egomaniac is dangerous and slightly mad. Egomaniac is just obsessed with himself, so he's morbid obsession with himself. So obviously he is dangerous and slightly mad. Egocentric is both a noun and an adjective. Noun as in what an egocentric her new roommate is. He is the most egocentric person I have ever met. Here you can notice that how this is being used as an adjective. He is the most egocentric person I have ever met. It is used as an adjective as it is describing a person. Adjectives are basically describing words. So egocentric is describing a person, so it is adjective here. Moving on, to derive the adjective form of egomaniac, add ul, a common adjective suffix. Say the adjective aloud, then it will become egomaniacal. If you remember the pronunciation system we talked about, you will get to know this egomaniacal. egomaniacal is the pronunciation of egomaniacal right here. Said egomaniacal. So we stress on these capital letters. So you can notice that. Now moving on, others. In Latin, the word for other is alter, and a number of valuable English words are built on this root. Altruism. Here also notice this altruism, the philosophy practiced by altruists. Who were altruists? We learned in the first session that altruists are basically helping people. Comes from one of the variant spellings of Latin. Alter. Alter is a Latin root which means other. Altruistic actions look forward the benefit of others. If you alternate is a new word right here. Alternate is like skip one and take the other. Like if I'm saying Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm alternating the days, alternating weekdays. Hope you understood. So to speak, as when you play golf on alternate Saturdays. Very good example. And alternate in a debate, contest, or convention is the other person who will take over if the original choice is unable to attend. And if you have no alternative, alternative is again here a new word, we have no other choice. Alternate in case of debate, contest, or convention is other person who is put in place of yourself, who you are replaced by the person if in case you are not unable to contest or play your role. And if we say no alternative, it means that we don't have other choice, or we don't have any other option. Now we see how easy to understand it is that the meaning of these words once we realize that they will all come from the same source means the root word. This alter is in root word mean this is the basic thing from which other words will originate. We can add prefixes or suffixes to these words to create other new words, but this is basically the root word. So this is the source, like origination of something. And keeping in mind that alter means other, you can quickly understand words like alter ego, altercation, alteration. Alter ego is basically one's other self of oneself. We will see right here. An altercation is of course a change, a making into something other. When you alter your plans, you make other plans. Alteration is basically we change something. Suppose we had planned to go for a picnic but it started raining, so we will have to alter that. We will have to change our plan that we will not go for picnic. What is altercation? You have to note the difference of C. It is a verbal dispute. Verbal dispute is known as altercation. When you have an altercation with someone, you have a violent disagreement, a fight with words, okay? Not like kushti, not wrestling. And why? Because you have other ideas, plans, or opinions. Those of the person, this is just a story, you can skip it. Moving on. Alter ego, which combines alter, which is other, and ego, which is I self, generally refers to someone with whom you are so close that you both do the same things, think alike, react similarly, and are in temperament almost mirror images of each other. Any such friend is your other I yourself, your alter ego. Hope you understood. This is the best explanation and easiest explanation. Now we are done. In the next session, we will see using the words. Hope you are clear with this. If you have not watched the previous video, which was about session 1, in which we discussed the words egoist, egotist, and many other words in detail, do watch that. Thanks for watching.